Blue stream is going. I think. Need verify. Seems to be. It's a sound good. I don't think myself on it. Oh. Let's see. Let's see. Just how to make sure. Anyway, let's switch to the character that I've been using, even if it keeps resetting while I'm playing as. I might have too many characters. That could be the issue. Okay, we're not done with Bear Gardner as court captain. Because even though we finished the main thing, though I did forget something that I remembered that I forgot after I finished reading. But I have the DLC to do. But that's not what I forgot. What I forgot is I never found the Necromancer's place. And I should do that. So, let's go here. Let's in this tab. Down. We still have a good supply of evidence. And who answered journal? I thought I was still sailing on the narrow gap, but they carried the mountains. I found it. Tavern. There it is. Big print. Sure. Hello, Gary. I'm going to miss your adorableness. Alright, Gary, it's time to show this necromancer guy the business. Business are not skeleton man's made. Yes, that business. I can't even oof out on them. Architecture. From afar, it looks kind of Asian. Okay. The scope of the door screams, "Password!" Look at that. Strange, undecipherable runes. That seems like a bit unhealthy. Foolish fool! You single-handedly defeat all 8 of the skeletons. Yay! Sorry, I mean you single-handedly defeat all 9 of the skeletons. Poor Gary. Gary, you helped so much. Don't mind the narrative. There's a big pillar of skulls. There's bound to be one of these in here somewhere, right? Excuse me, fellas. I think you passed here. The skulls hiss and chitter and giggle at you. So let's know them? But if it's a pillar, that means you can just go around it. There would be like a wall. Anyway, your chest is towards the pillar skulls, then grab one near the bottom by its eye socket. You can't get out of the pile. The entire stack collapses like a grocery store soup can pyramid into zany sitcoms, and dismayed, skulls scuttle / roll away to hide in the walls. So there. Hello, Thump and Smash. Let's see skeletons with their names written on the forehead so they won't forget them. Actually, wait, maybe they have each other's name. Saw? Huzzay! The Thump and Smash, the two behemoths fell. And they might have been bigger than St. Beefs. How big were they when they were alive? Hello, Kai! How are you doing? Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. And there he sat. We approached the stone and a withered husk sitting on it. Unbelievable. All that killing, all that horror, and this is what's behind it? He tries to speak to you, but it all comes out as dust. Well... Oh, it's amazing. Oh, thank you. You're in pain? Oh no, what happened? And a stash? Oh, perhaps they're killing him. I'm sorry to hear that. I kind of feel sorry for the ants being all withered and stuff, but for the sake of this region, I must destroy them. You puff a breath at the necromancer and he crumbles to powder. His crown hits the ground and shatters into 1,000 pieces. Well, is that now? What about broadcasting? Rather than Vince broadcast radio something. Where the ghost of carriage? Sure. Seems to support you and Gary's weight well enough. An invisible driver yells, "Yeah!" and cracks an invisible whip. An invisible horse nuts. Carrots just move and soon you're outside of your water. Ooh. Gun Manor. Thick gray fog, it envelops the carriage, leaves all sense of time and space. Eventually, the fog clears and the carriage parks near a very large and ornate mansion. The disembodied voice calls, "All out for Gun Manor, last stop." Wow, this is the biggest house I've ever seen. No, but old Granddad's seen. Oh yeah, that giant cactus. I guess that qualifies as a very large house. This one is no spines have. How is animals not eating it? If you know an animal that can eat bricks, I don't want to know about it. Okay, then not telling you. Oh, how are you? I read HRU as a word, so I went through. Carriage house door is locked. Well, that's just the carriage house door. Press on the door without success. It isn't locked, but something is holding it shut, and the knob is weirdly cold. Hello, Miss Ghostbuster. Gun Manor hedge maze was erected in 1888 for the entertainment of guests and the family's then 2 daughters. You are welcome to meander its paths, though we recommend caution during winter. Below that is paste handwritten note. Actually, we recommend staying out altogether because some crazy wizard moved in and has been animating the shrubs. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, guy. Excuse me, do you work there? Who, me? No. Nuts. I'm finding employees. You'll get up either. Now you've started this job, and it's already a pain in the... What's wrong? Can't get inside. This gun hired me to come out here and deal with a bunch of spooks that are haunting the place. I can't do that. I can't even get in the front door though. Who's Miss Gunn? You never heard of Terry Gunn? Should I have? Well, I would think so. She's pretty famous in winter. You got her best-known invention hanging there right in the belt. She invented the belt buckles? Wow! Guns. She invented guns. Oh. Spooks. Like ghosts? Exactly like that, yeah. 13 of them for my instruments. Indeed. Sephora. Oh. Still 13 ghosts. That reminds me of the Scooby-Doo series that never finished. Florence Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Annihilation Services. Anyway, interesting. What do you annihilate them with? Science. So going to guess that weird kind of rifle like Ratchet and Imperium. Yeah, it shoots science. Oh, the front door. The front door? Well, it's I tried it. It doesn't seem locked, but no, not locked. No. So what's the problem? See, I'm a ghost hunter and a spider hunter. Not a charge at all. There's a huge, gross, hairy, fanged, brilliant, giant spider in the foyer. I'll try it until I either find another way in, or find someone else to take care of the spider hunting side of the biz. I'm staying right to the frig out here, okay? I can see you feel pretty strong about this. I do. Maybe I can help you out. That'd be swell. You know, you look reasonably tough and or wily. Why don't we team up? I'll handle the ghosts and you can handle the things that aren't ghosts. Okay? I already tried the front door though, and it won't open. Yeah, that's like the first move and the ghost playbook. I can take care of that, no sweat. Okay, let's go. Roger copy. It's bear, actually. I wonder if I would name myself Roger if that would have changed. I'm sure Sephora is going to be back to you. Yo, Sephora. Alright. You try to handle the words. Yeah, some ghosts playing tricks on you because they know you are patent science. Stand back, I know this. Florence unlimbers her weird rifle and fires a short burst of swirling light into the doorknob. You hear a eek sound from inside and the door swings open. Ha! Silly job. Sephora is a French kitty? Nifty. Yo, what do you know? There it is! Okay, dang. Just try to be a tiny bit cool about it, will you? You want the mustache you set in sugar syrup? I'll have to take a look at that at some point. I have so many things pulled up right now, I'd probably break something on the computer if I tried right now. But maybe. Let's see. Can I get to it? Okay. Ooh, it got quiet. Um, let's see. What would it be? There's so many things. See the kitty? Thing is, I should. Ah, it's in there. Cannot find it for the life of me. Who was sworn? Both kitties have mustaches? Oh. I was sworn the sugar had a like, pets thing that I would have figured it replaced it. I didn't. Can't find it. I would have asked. There's so many things. I blocked so many things because I get pop-ups all the time from Sugar's thing. Also, I read the rules before, but the rules have changed. Well, there it is. Papa. Well, I could test that in a minute, Dash. Um, oh, man. Gotcha. Also, I think I did it, but I do not see the thing, so yeah. I go away and go back. There may be an issue with it, by the way, Dash, because the bot thing supposed to do it says that the self-assigned role has been configured to require another role by the server admins. Well, I'll be able to look at it later. Nothing else I can get into Sugar to show me. I should continue with this actual stream. This radiator is as cold as radiator is when it is the boilers are running. Then it comes making an annoying humming crackling noise. Into a spider clone, for goodness sake? To do that? You remove a panel from adjust the crystals inside until it can't be resonant with the same radio oscillators exactly line with the spider's neural escape signal. Or something like that. You're the smart one. I just run. Yeah. I tried telling Sarah there was something weird with my roll, but in case the spider crawls up and dies, it dissolves into powder. Oh, poor spider. Poor little spider. Oh, buddy. I'll do that later. Wow, this place is fancy. How looking a flower with eyes moving. That's a painting, and I'm pretty sure the moving eyes are just an optical illusion. Sure you are being? Very strange to this happened. Pretty sure. What's dragging to us? She raised an eyebrow and glasses at one of her weirdness fits. According to my weirdness fits, there are 13 ghosts left in the premises. More precisely, there are 4 left on the first floor, 4 left on the second, and 5 on the third. Burn. It's cold as a funeral, grand administrator's heart in here. Wonder what's causing that. Federal grant administrators. Alrighty, Kai. You get some sleep. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Hopefully you feel better soon. You don't think it's, all the ice. Nah, you gotta remember, the ice couldn't be here if it wasn't cold to begin with. That's science. Maybe that house's heat got shut. We better see if there's a furnace or boilers. Probably be in the basement. Technically, ice can cause things to be cold, but ice doesn't form without being cold in the first place. And eventually it melts. Otherwise. Because of heat diffusion. This painting is only tiny. It's one of the right ones. Ooh, so cold being. How is it? I don't know. The huge wall of ice is certainly unusual. Why here is it? Or why here it is? Oh, that's a good question. Didn't see what it said. Sofa with a nice third pillows. Sit. Please service. Hi. This door is barred. Disbarred. Remove the bar from the door and hurl it on your one window. Assembler is standard for hyperventilator. You go on ahead. If you need anything, feel free to come back over here and tell me about it. Wow, look at a big cave that's square in its beam. I know you've seen a basement before, Gary. I met you in one. Haha, yes. Gary is goofy. Still, very big in his being. That is certainly true. No lock, huh? But the press I have a key for every model they make. North fumbles a giant key out of the pocket and finds the one that unlocks the door. Oh, hey, a lab. Check it out. Someone starts excitedly poking up. It's jealous. Must be doing some really good science down here. I don't even recognize half the stuff. Maybe we'll accidentally blow us up or anything. Relax. I have an advanced degree in tinkering and fiddling. You assume that these two boxes all contain the same thing, but you don't know what it is. Making flutter with scrap metal and little cans like a bismuth. Do not eat. Now, I don't imagine you'd want to. The bismuth is pretty or what's crystalline for. It's a chart with all 76 elements on it, including tin, niobium, and arsenic. They even left room for the ones that haven't been discovered yet, like beryllium, hooflagen, and tunium. Kind of complicated blueprint. Ah, this is nice room, so lots of gunfire. Silencer, if you will. Some of them. You understand? Some science stuff. I found something for you. Beryllium coated diide. Neat. We'll just have to use one of the science students you gave her through a weird backpack. Big handed paint was a brush sang on top of it. Ah! I love the boo things, especially since most of them are just doing things silly. Or it's look at this thing. bones. Well, bones pants. Double silk pantaloons. Moxie and hold resist. Oh, I don't want to fight the Spideys. Ooh, they're so ready. Spider blood. Ooh, smooth resistance. Little piece of slay, spider eyes, chin, little things. Never know you end up doing something terrible. Good news is there's only one spider. Bad news is it's huge! And it's high despite its size. You quit. Oh, chill. That's better for that. That's spider egg opt. Spy was really looking or working overtime with all those spiders. Spider pie. Whatever used to be this in this pie has been replaced with teeming swarms of the offspring of the spider who ate it. Ah. Spider pie. Spider pie. Made for spiders. With spiders of spiders. Well then. Decided to pull instead of the wall. It's a pull shoot. We have a florence which comes on the burn. Whoa, really, hold a second. It's a ghost. Listen, those things are dangerous. I expect to see any of those here. What? You're a ghost hunter. You appear specifically like a ghost. No, that's just ghosts. This is a ghost. The greater haunt originating from spectral transmissions. Totally different from ghosts. Except for, anyway, those things, pretty tough. Heck, I knew I should have brought this bomb. A bomb? Bismuth, sort of a silvery metal. Squeezed with spectral energy, where iron does magnetic energy. So we're gonna get a bismuth bomb. Bismuth bomb. Bismuth. Normally I just make them myself. So that is, huh? Well, that workbench in front of it might have his stuff. If I remember correctly, this thing's actually really dang tough. And I might be able to take it, but I do not want to chance it. Now with all these nifty little buffs I have. So, if I want to keep doing bismuth bomb out of this stuff, bismuth bomb. Bismuth, come on, man. It says it right on the containers. Fine. Can you make it though? Oh yeah, I can. Sit back and watch a master work. Goes to town with a hammer, pliers, and he's back with a metal sphere. There's a grinning skull pig on it, a big red button on the side. Oh, that's properly intimidating, at least. It ain't just a pretty face. Bismuth bomb. This bomb, which Florence serves you, is safe unless you're a coal-based phantasm. And you're not one of those as far as we know. Do. Oh, so this is all gets me excited. Okay, go for it. Wait, but if your ears add eyes, then, well, just cover your entire head. Let her rip. Okay, this is ridiculous. Gary! Whoa. Quite the stats. Ew. Where is my baby? Oh, I have 20 action points. Whoa, I have 20. Anyway, all of you spiders, you've attacked my Gary. How dare you? We tried this. It's a dragon? Boy, spider was super disappointed. Why was it moving? Yeah. No! Yes. There. Quit attacking my Gary. It takes more than 3 huge spiders to stop you from killing everything you meet. Sure, mate. So contains approximately an infinite number of spiders. How much experience have we been getting? Decent. I increased my spleen. Spleen increased. HP. Since I now have them for a lot of potions, actually. Sure, I was saving for these. I think that there's a potion I can make that's really good, but I can't read this. Anyway, this guy probably needs help. So is you the spider's horrifying. Are you okay there? What? What? Can't understand you. Hang on, quick a mouthful. There, you were saying? Hi, hello, salutations. Yeah, you okay? I've certainly been better. What happened? I'm practicing my greetings in the museum. I'm the museum greeter. Is that something that requires a lot of practice? Practice. That's perfect, right? There's an old mannequin down here that's pretty good for practicing on. We've met. Anyway, a bunch of giant spiders grabbed me from behind. It was quite a surprise. I would imagine so. I should probably get back to work. It wouldn't be right to allow a visitor to go ungreeted. Can you let me on this cocoon? Sure. Ooh, thanks. You can get out to the coal chute down the hall. Great. Stop by the entrance later. I'll give you the official museum greeting. And well, it's off, but the full tank is full. All you need to do is press the ignition button. Stupid man again, you're creepy as fudge. Soldier ice knowledge. Scientific hypothesis is proving correct. But we don't have direct evidence connecting the ice to the. Would you try to pull the post hoc or go a little talk on me? I'll shoot you with my science rifle. In that case, I totally agree with you. That sounds gross. Still nothing in there. Try to get as many things down here as I can. Aha! There's this mumbling and muttering me about eggs. I've tried to this going to the railways. Hang on a second, you tried to poach an egg? Why shoot it? For daggone miss, that's what I did. Yeah, of course I did. That's how you poach an egg. Papa didn't raise no fool. But daggone fresh another egg rolled out way the board. Ricocheted off the bottom of the cracker and got me right between the peepers. For daggone. It's not how you poach an egg. Why are you talking about your head? Of course it is. No, it doesn't. Daggone boy, I met my pappy and his pappy and poachers all our lives, and I know more about poaching than you ever will. Okay, but it's not the same kind of poaching. I'll just think of sass, not much to talk about. Poaching's poaching. I want to prove you so wrong as soon as I figure out how. Yep. Well, didn't want to leave. What do you say, Gary? Do you do much cooking, Gary? No. Oh no, Gary is terrible at cooking. It's a shamefulness. No offense to your traditional cuisine or anything, but it all tastes pretty bad to me. Cooking of Gary is wrong color being. Not a greatness at all. Hey, I wonder if that means that you technically produce good food by few mistakes. All stock spice right, but all the spices are really boring. So they left this ice room door open. That explains the ice. Imagine that 10 grand crazy. You said you were trapped in a block of ice. That's just what I wanted to talk about, actually. Can you get me out here somehow? Besides the whole frostbite thing, I'm supposed to be running the elevator. There aren't any proper stairs to this great place, so that's kind of important. Let me think. What about a whole lot of fire? I could get you out with magic. I've never done that before. You have magic? You mean the sort of magic where you blow up monsters? Because that doesn't sound safe to me. Hey, relax, I'm an expert. I got at least rank 30. I don't know what that means. Is that a lot? You summoned a huge mystical lava lava beam and managed to get it at just the right range to melt the ice quickly without burning the woman trapped inside. Oh, you had me worried there for a second. But thanks. I'd better get out and back to my elevator. If you want to go up or down within a limited range, come find me and I'll hook you up. Or down. Yay! Voice. Nice. Let me through. Fine. Back. Maybe I can switch some looking plates. Look more closely. Horrifying. Museum staff is frantically serving plates of invisible ghost food to the ghost, who is shoveling it in by the fistful. He seems too busy to talk to you. Ghost is grabbing his face with invisible food. Maybe it's the ghost of an emperor? Correct his balance. Hey, buddy. Hey. Huh? Come on, man. At least use an apple. Or stick your pinkies out or something. Oh. Sorry about that. I'm just so hungry. What's going on here? Where doesn't know how to make ghost food, so he's just giving me imaginary food. And hoping I won't know the difference. I feel kind of bad about dragging him into this mess, so I've been pretending to eat it to humor him. I'm starving. Huh, you need some actual ghost food? Maybe I can help you out. Obviously, specifically, what I want is a bowl of chili. Bowl of chili without a gun in it. Okay, what? That's what I'm craving. Yes, it's probably because of how I died. How did you die? Well, I was eating some chili and it had a gun in it. None! Did you choke? What? No, it went off and shot me to death. Why did it? Look, all I know is I need to eat a bowl of gunless chili in order to satisfy my hunger and pass on to that life. Okay. It's a blowtorch. Hey, thanks again for the help back to the police. This is unfortunately only good points, but the second floor. Why, just second floor? The bottom of the third floor is missing. I'll bet anything the old housekeeper took it and hid it in some hilarious place. She loved wordplay. That's why they fired her. That and all the stealing important things, okay? Second floor, please. You don't know what these cans mean, but you know they mean it 12 times. It's covered by a sheet. It's covered by a sheet. It's on a sheet. Bunch of teas in different typefaces. This one's more avant-garde, I guess. 3 kinds of tattoos. 3 kinds of tattoos that we've been so far. So all 45 states, including Georgia, New Jersey, and Connecticut. You wonder what we could annex next. Maybe it'll be the group rights material. Stats book said there were only 3 statues in here. Your closest statue to you find the one that you're pretty sure is a guy covered in flour. Hey buddy, what are you doing? Look, I'm 95% certain you're a real person, not a statue. What are you two? I'm a statue, go away. And now I'm 99% sure. Go away. What's your name? Paul, go away. Hey Paul, I'm Bear. What are you doing? I'm going to be statues, a ghost won't get me. Go away, you'll pull the cover. List of boring laws from before the council called, and everything got fun again. More laws, each one more complex and boring than the last. Smorgasbord of legalese, and you're not hungry. Objection! Huh? What are you objecting to? Your face. Overruled. What's your problem anyway? Ah, it's legal stuff. You'd never understand. It's gun law. What do you know, Doctor? I need to visit the library. What do you say, Gary? Hey, they have a library. Maybe you can improve your English some, Gary. Huh, okay. If you a goblin library going. What, is my goblin not good talking? Your grammar is an atrociousness. Hilarious. Oh, jeez. I did only read the primer, after all. Say when you're in here. Oh, I don't see Gary in here. That's sad. Library? It's a terrible thing not to read. What does this switch do? It's like glaring you as if daring you to make a noise. Excuse me, but shh. Sorry, I was just shh. Hey, jeez, is this good? You're not supposed to have to. What is your question? I was wondering. Shh. I swear to God, he died. It's not too personal question. I was caught up crossfire in the library shootout. Wow, what happened? The pair of ruffians got into a heated argument over comparative merits of Anton Chekhov versus Henrik Ibsen. When they started shooting, I attempted to step in and stop them. I simply won't abide gunfire in my library. It's far too loud. That's your only objection? The noise? That's quite sufficient. I won't allow noise of any spread, and certainly not gunfire. Consider us Chekhov. What was the point of contention? I don't recall the particulars. I just remember the Chekhov fight shot me. Remember that gun I showed you in Act 1 before opening fire? Those were dreadful. I'll see what I can do. Oh, this is the dictionary one. Okay. Then in that case, I need is awkward sheet. Still click permission water or putting it along to the king. See, I told that ghost kitchen there were 2 meanings. Okay. That's some library stuff. You press your specific. Sounds like delicious face, but what more specific time? My favorite card company is out being organized. Someone sorted all the cards by number instead of by title or author, which made it quite useless. If you search the stacks by how do we start? If you find a book on a similar topic before moving forward, its call number will direct you to the other books of that topic. Also, Zero, I'm being raided. Hello, Raiders. How are all of you? Pinky cord. So what were you all doing for this? Ooh, Zeno. I want to eventually. Looks like it's fun. It's kind of like you're trapped on a nice large boat. You handle it? Oof. No talk about that. Sorry. Okay, close. Turns out to be a book about geology. It's bound in stone. And it appears each chapter is devoted to a different type of stone and is printed on slabs of stone in question. This will be easy. Yeah. And thank you, Dash. And yeah, I don't have the chat on command yet because I still haven't downloaded Streamlabs because I forget to do that until I'm streaming. Yes, Streamlabs. Thank you for the correction. Streamlabs is about okay. I get the two confused. But yes, Krauser, I do want to play the Xenoblade series because it just looks fun. Even if Smash Bros. Kind of did a good job of trying to make me not like the main character. Man, heed the book on the guy. Ooh, thanks. Thought I'd never get out from under there. At least I know now all about the 7 grand described on that one page. How did you get trapped like that in this place? Well, I worked at the info desk in the visitor center, so on a breaks I like to research different kinds of info. You know, just in case anyone asks. Because you never know when someone might ask you about rocks. Exactly. Oh man, I'm late getting back. Thanks again. Stop by my counter if you have any questions. Still don't know. I don't want to have to look at it, but I may have to. The machine is similar to soup. Done. Device for projecting a hard object very forceful, which makes hunting and self-defense easy and fun. This is a create sponsored by Gun Industries. I'm pretty sure that isn't right. Fine, that's the massively caliber civilian window. 800. I don't know if you know anything about Gun Manor, or if I need to find the gun master. Timing ointment. It's true, medicine only is old enough that it takes every single ingredient the government has ever banned. Incredible. Though I do wonder, is it a potion? It's a potion. Increasing my armor to an unbelievable level. What cold resistance? Be 60%. Looks like the person shot up as well. Huh. Stay. Rusted off capture too, but not the records. Soothing of vacillated menthol. Mentholated from back before the effectiveness of mentholated ointment was cut off at the roots by those clowns in Congress. $51 armor. Hot bonus in 80%. Temperature means nothing to me. Yes, you did see spider egg on it. I got this from fighting a bunch of spiders a little bit before you joined. I also have a spider pie. It's a pie filled with spiders. Look, dear, welcome to your world, my little being. Would you care for a room? Perfect. I won't be staying that long. Hopefully. Wait a minute, please. It's being be settled. Food and breakfast. Okay, yeah, that's what I was expecting. You say you'll be having this in your house. Oh, I know you, but nobody was using the guest rooms, and there were ghosts hovering around with nowhere to be. And I got a feeling homesick for the little baby I used to run when I was alive. So I thought Mrs. Dunn probably wouldn't. See, fair enough. I'll be right. Oh, it was just a false accident. I had a guest I was suspicious of. a nervous, twitchy little boy. I thought he might be mixed up in something bad, and when I was passing by his room, I gave in to temptation and peeked in on him through the key. Well, only for a moment. He was cleaning a small pistol, and I suppose I must have made a noise. He suddenly jumped and the gun went off. And hit you? That's right, straight to the key. That's how I died, in fact. Jeez, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear. That's alright. Serves me right for spying on a guest. Is how I look at it. Is that what's keeping you here? Guilt? No, I think I paid quite sufficiently for the prince's direction. What then? Well, I don't want to go to heaven missing an eye. Wouldn't be as nice without depth perception. So you need a new eye? Yes, do you think? Okay. I'll keep an eye out. I'll see what I can, buy. I feel like you want to... What's that? Check it. They've paid the room and they want to see another quiet sort. They want him to serve. Alrighty. Well, this runs or how was good movie? You're here, sorry, can't let you do that. Why not? What's in there? Customer, he hasn't paid his bill, so I'm forced to walk away in here until he does. I know that suits me, but one has to take a firm hand in things. How much is due? 1,000 meat. How is he supposed to get the meat to pay you if you won't let him out? That's a fair condition, dear, but that's on him, I'm afraid. Get in there when solve the show. So, let's see. This must be painting on the wall. Painting on the countryside's nice, but there's nothing interesting about it. Unless it's the sort of thing you'd find hanging over the bed in a mid-price hotel room, or a bed and breakfast kind of thing. I guess it's a little weird that it's hanging over a stepladder instead of the bed. Maybe that loft was really short. Aficionado? Happy enough trees. Oh, hey, according to signature, this is a little Darius Klieg. We've never heard of it. Now that you're looking close at it, it seems like the painting is sticking up in the wall more than you would expect. Well, what do you know? There's another painting underneath it. Painting of a saint. This house must be really old if it's getting the jumps of this vintage. Fairly realistic painting of the wall safe. Scratch engine. Si ce n'est pas un coffre-fort. You take off the same painting on the wall, behind it's, of course, a wall safe. Anything on this table before I go? Nope. Crack that safe. And roll up. Poster of behaviors. Search it. Remember not to go through all this nonsense or nothing. Carefully search the safe. Eventually, there's a click on the back. The safe swings open, revealing a secret passage. I guess that explains the stepladder. Here we go. Sewing bit. So it is. Haha, good one. I'm glad you think so. The homophonous nature of so and so certainly is worth puns, yes? Is it so? Yes, very good. Very fine. Listen, are you going to lose fair what? Why so serious? Well, you're certainly driving the joke into the ground now, and it's getting really tiresome. Not really tiresome, only so-so. Just, come on. This is totally stopping fun. Is that so? Yes, it is. Are you just messing with me? Did you just... Not once, what's in this? You want it. I want it so bad. Look, Bear. You're starting to get on my nerves now. So what? So what? Except there's a impediment here that you need progression. At this point, I'm sort of hindering on with you. So don't ever tell me that. Just take it, okay? Take it and get the hell out of the script. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Please do. I'm not talking about this thing anymore. I'm more bigger on the inside than on the outside. Well. Yoink. Hello there. You here to laugh at me? Not at all. Why would I do that? No, of course you wouldn't. Nobody ever laughs. I've never made a single person laugh in my entire career. That's a left turn I wasn't expecting. What was your career? I used to design gags and novelties, but I was certain I was terrible at my job. I couldn't come up with a single novel idea. This conversation seems oddly familiar. See, even my very presence is unoriginal. You're being too hard on yourself. I bet you invented all kinds of good stuff. my best invention was fake vomit. It looks like fake vomit, but surprise, it's real! Haha. That was the one that got me fired. Other novelties. I invented a can of mixed nuts that has a spring in it, so when you open the nuts, spray out everywhere. That's kind of funny. Nobody would ever open the can because how it said deadly venomous snakes in the label. Else, you know those flyers you wear in the out of space blocking someone's face when they smell it? You invented that? That's a classic. No, I try to combine it with chewing gum made out of hot peppers. You've invented a bludgeonaire that maces people. Uh-huh. People seem to like those little sea monkey things, so I thought maybe I'd do that except funnier. And I thought, itching powder seems pretty funny. You made itching powder out of brine shrimp? No, they're aquatic, so it wouldn't work. I use spider eggs. Oh my god. Now I can operate this stink bomb using pure methane gas. Turns out pure methane is actually odorless. It is why farts smell bad. It's also extremely flammable. These fortune fish and little cellophane things that curl up in your hand to protect the future? Sure. Really, but cool. I don't know how it happened, but mine were 100% accurate and it was always terrible news. Hard to prove the classic rubber chicken. Oh yes, not rubber. Good guess. Let's make glasses that you see through people's clothes. Wow! Right down to the skeletons. Ah, okay, that's super cool. Except for the part where they get cancer, yeah. I told you the ones I can remember. I can tell you them again if you want. No, that's okay. How did you die? I was working on a new adventure. Exploding cigar. I thought that would be pretty good. You light a cigar, and it's fine for a second, but suddenly it goes off with a big bang. And you jump in surprise and everyone laughs, so you really had a heart attack. Funny, right? Sure. I hit snag in development though. What happened? I figured I used gunpowder for the explosive. You can buy it already packed in those little brass cartridges, so that seemed convenient. Do you mean bullets? My first round has been a real mess, I can tell you that. I can imagine. So anyway, now I'm a failure and I'm dead. Maybe I can help you out. What do you mean? Well, your initial idea was pretty funny, I guess. But it's just your execution is the problem. My execution is the problem. Huh, you're a laugh riot. Maybe you can help me after all. Don't. Give the elevator operator the button you found. She sticks it in your buttonhole. Thanks the time. You sure are helpful, Bear. Well, how did I get here? Which floor? First floor. So that I can go to... No. To... kitchen. Hey there. You gain. What do you think you're going to teach my grade poach eggs by that gum? Sorry, sir. You don't poach eggs by shooting them? I have proof. I have it would be a weird old coot. What a tradition? Poach, a method of preparing food, especially eggs, by simmering them in boiling liquid. I'll be daggum. He just presumed that they're still muttering to himself. Ah, so there. The placard shows that's chili stove. Very specific. You need a bowl of chili to give the roast tonight. The stove seemed relevant to that need. Fortunately, ever since your conversation with him, you're not even sure what chili is anymore. Maybe you should do some research. Ah, I need to go. Well, it's almost all fancy French stuff that you're afraid to eat. There's some caviar. I've always been curious about that stuff. Can of every shape, size, and food you don't like. Wait a second. Eureka, these cans of string beans are exactly 1.2337 in diameter. So you pack the beans lengthwise. With a sound like that. Oh, weird. So that was a framed photograph. It's actually a window. Why does water have a window? Why is it ghost standing motionless in front of us as if you filmed a photograph? Excuse me. Hello. Ghost ignores you. Grab by the shoulders and shake him. You grab the ghost somehow and pick him until he rattles. Please, is this activity at once? Sir, I gotta look the other way. Now that I have your attention, how about telling me who you are? Ah, you do not recognize me? I am Jean-François Valdez. No. Suit! Oh, simply mimicking the photograph will not be sufficient. Without it, how will anyone know I am the most famous Frenchman to ever visit Gun Manor? A lot of Frenchmen visited? Besides having the distinction of being the most famous Frenchman to visit Gun Manor, I'm also the first Frenchman to visit Gun Manor, and the last as well. Gosh, how did you die? I was posing for a photograph to commemorate my visit here. It's that full of a photograph I felt up when preparing the gunpowder flash. Thought of how you left a bullet in it. Ah, I see. I must have the photograph. Such a face as mine must not languish in obscurity. Alright, I don't know if I could find it. It's... I think I know where to find that. Larder, Valdez. That was full of pots and pans, including one extremely fancy bean pan. Stainless steel bean. Ooh, do I have a new weapon? Ooh. It's silver plated at some point. But yes, let's get meat cleaver. For Agatha. So many pants. Interesting. This ghost is running around like crazy, searching for a rack of pants or trousers. We see pants in the Western territories. He seems rough, right? For years. Space his moments and cut him off. You pop up suddenly in front of the ghost, just as he turns the corner. Hi! Ah, jeez, buddy, you scared the death out of me. Sorry, I was wondering what you were doing. Thought about this. I was looking for a pair of pants. Like you don't have any legs. Yes, I know. What do you want pants for? Nostalgia? I see. What kind of pants are you for? The kind without legs. Like this pants? Well, I can't wear regular pants, you know? Legs would just flop around and be dumb. I guess you have a point. How do you lose your legs anyway? Jeez, it's really embarrassing. I don't mind. Well, see, I didn't have a proper holster for my gun, so I'm just carrying it tucked into my belt. Ooh, the trick snagged when you went to draw it, huh? Right. It get worse though. I was wearing one of those gun belts with the slots all around it you stick bullets in, you know? A bandolier. Oh man, yeah, the chain reaction blew off the entire lower half of me. Ah, so that's how you died. Yes, that is how I died. Okay, I'll keep an eye on some of those pants. Let's see. So I think I have the thing I need, I just don't have it in the right form, I guess. Lady! Science junk! There's for old Lavitz. I'd like to do the French accent one. So you have returned. Have you uncovered the photograph I require? I thought I remembered that actually looks like you. Here. Ah, marvelous. What a resemblance. Yes, it's quite decent pick. Good thing light travels faster than bullets. Now my image will not be lost to the ravages of time. Merci beaucoup, my friend. Hangs a photo on the wall and dissipates into nothingness. Off wondership. Ready? Oh. Second floor. To the library. Not surely. It's weird here. This is definitely English. Hold on. There we go. And 2 nails. Savory soup, beans, spices, and a gun. What? Good for kitchen. You need a bowl of chili to get flavors. Like part of the dictionary, you need some spices, some beans, and a gun. Oh, wait, except you're trying to make chili without a gun. So remember to skip the gun part. Okay, please get over there. Spices. Reference to the belonging, we don't find it. If it's spice up. Chili spices. Yeah, I think got that. Grab the chili pot and put it on a burner. Shake a kiwi, open those chili spices in the pot. Next up's beans. Beans are your specialty. Make sure spices and beans is public knowledge. Now for the final video, the gun. Would I actually use my own gun? No. You restrain yourself from adding a gun. Step back and admire it. It's not actually going to horrible chili because it doesn't have a gun in it, but it is chili with no gun in it, which is the thing you're after. Chili sin pistoles. This chili has exactly 0 guns in it. Yay! Would have used my fancy gun. To second floor. To... not library. Windows. You know, having noticed this direction sucks sometimes. Dining room. I'm back. I've got a bowl of 100% gun-free chili right here. Oh my gosh, thank you. So, oh. Something wrong? Well, see, I can only eat ghost food. How do I... Do you mean to murder this chili for you? Not to put too fine a point on it, but yes. I guess I'll find a humane way to do that? Me? Hey, don't go away. So, some nice liberals. Smother the chili with a pillow. You sigh and do what has to be done. Ghost of a bowl of chili. Sorry you had all see that. Me murdering that poor defenseless chili. Okay, I've euthanized your chili. Here we go. The ghostly bowl of chili. He immediately gobbles it down. With a long, finally satisfied sigh, he dissipates. Happy trails, big guy. Thank you so much for doing that, Ghost. I'm exhausted. What are you doing? I kept demanding ghost food, but I don't really know how to cook except like nachos and popcorn. I'm just the writing guy, not ghost nachos and popcorn. He's really insistent, so I figured ghost food is probably physical, right? So I just pretended to give him empty plates. Yes, it worked, even though that doesn't really make any sense. Anyway, thanks again. I work at the snack bar in the visitor center, so I'll see you around there. Yep. Okay. Decent amount handled. To the 3rd floor. A turtle! Deep cigars. Ah! He doesn't notice you approaching until you're right next to him. He yelps in surprise and drops the glass on the floor, then squints unsteadily at you. Then makes a Mediterranean cherry from a bowl, or mixed tasting Mediterranean from a bowl on the bar and throws it at your head. Hey, stop that! Besides, you're not one of those ghosts. He drops another cherry into a fresh glass and pours a lot of whiskey on top of it. Are you one of these employees? Yep, that's me. What are you doing here? Hiding. Buddy, don't know if you didn't notice, but this house has got ghosts in it. You don't say. Whole bunch of them, all over. So I don't know you, but I'm staying right here where it's nice and dry. Safe. Would you rather get out here? Yeah, all the booze, that is booze. I'm just scared if I'm ghosts go boo, you know? It'll get me if I leave this room. There aren't any ghosts between this room and the exit. So you said. Said. That's what you said. The ghosts. It could be anywhere. Except in here? Exactly. I've been here without guarantee this ghost won't grab me on the way out. We can disguise you. Oh look. We'll use this white chakra to disguise you as a ghost. Then they won't bother you on your way out. That's a mighty fine idea, but he tosses back another and he pours another. But I almost got no holes for my eyes. I won't be able to see. I'm starting to think you don't actually want to leave. No, who'd give you that idea? It's terrible in here. Shoots holes in the curtain. You narrow your eyes at him and the curtain into your pistol. Okay, jeez, I get the picture. He grabs an armful of bottles from the cart, pulls the shower curtain over his head, and staggers out the door. The museum employee has drunk a lot of his cart's contents, but there's a few bottles left. Family's finest cotton candy schnapps. This bullet stuff is extremely moving. It's not supposed to be flying around even a little bit. Mysticality? Oh, howdy! 285 fire damage. Bowling hat. Okay. What is a billiards being? It's a game where you use a stick to knock balls into holes. Oh. We are that game, haven't been calling it golf. As you say, it's like golf people who are in a hurry. Oh, new society scissors. Glass eye. Wow, you hope you never made a live duck this big. This is the head of a teddy bear. They didn't even remove the tag. So many polyesters die just to decorate rooms like this. These animals are made out of paper mache, apparently by someone who had never seen animals before. Golden trophies. It's a gun manor, not an odd trophy on the wall. This would be positively barbaric, not the fact the goblin seems pretty okay with it. Ooh, ha ha ha. Pretty good I am at getting you, huh, human? Oh, wow, yes, very much to getting me. Nice. What has happened to you? Did Mr. Gun hotbait you into cutting head off? No, Mr. Gun is good human man is good. Very friends. Inside one of his bowling ball bags, my spore is growing. Only headroom. Mr. Gun is fighting me and hanging me up here. What are you chatting with? My God. Oh, weird. You can tell this is fake because it isn't floating around the room setting stuff on fire. It's just a photograph of the fish. Mr. Gun is apparently really liberal with his definition of broken. Long time. I guess when, aside from when I stream, I'm much of a talker. Traditional safari, with the pith helmet and the big white mustache. Those weird khaki trousers that make it look like your butt has wings. He's inspecting Mr. Gunn's trophy collection, but doesn't seem particularly impressed. Hi, I'm Bear Gardner. Oh, charmed, I'm sure. Lord Houston Capital, at your service. What happened to you, if you don't mind me asking? Not at all, though it is a very exciting story. What? I was hunting lions on the plains in the Serengeti. One of the blighters got the bed. Wow, eaten by a lion? That sounds pretty exciting to me. Yes, well, not eaten as such. Stinky Bugger crept up into camp and pushed a stack of ammunition crates over on me. Oh. Maybe I can help you? Help me do what now? Well, I'll help you with whatever's keeping you as a ghost. Though now that I say it, I guess there isn't much I can do to help you get revenge on that lion. Oh, no, this isn't revenge that's keeping me here. Good for that lion, I said. Turnabout is fair play and all that. Eh, what? Though I do wish he'd done it in a manner that's a bit more better story. So why are you in this then? It's because one of my true limits. I never faced the most dangerous game. I'm definitely not going to help you hunt people. What? No. The most dangerous board game. Nobody was ever willing to play against me. Holy shame, eh, what? What's the game? He leads over to a small table, which laid a board of alternating red and black squares, with little wooden discs painted on them. Checkers? The checkers jump and scatter as the ghost stabs two large hunting knives into the center of the board. Knife checkers. Oh. What's the rules? Do you know how to play checkers? Yes. Do you know how to stab someone in the hand with a knife? Yes. Some of you know, really. Alright, I'll play. You like one of the knives on the board, and Lord Houston instructs you how to hold it left hand. The rules are, you may only attack your opponent's hand, only when they are over the board. Displaced checkers will be played where they land, but attacking the board directly is a foul, which awards the opponent a stab-free turn. It appears to be primarily a game of concentration, movement, and feinting. Play aggressively. You start the game by attacking quickly and fiercely to establish dominance and keep the opponent from enveloping its pieces. The strategy is somewhat effective, but Lord Houston doesn't scare easily, and he manages to feint a few pieces past your guard. You enter the mid-game more or less evenly mapped and intelligently. In the mid-game, you focus more on your checkers than on your knife work, maneuvering your position for some big gains in the long term. You suffer a few minor nicks and cuts, but are well positioned for the end-game. Play craftily. Lord Houston spots a hole in your defenses, face left, and quickly slides one of his pieces into the gap, and into your trap. This moves his hand to press the position you need to attack it with a hard downward stab. He easily moves his hand out of the way, and your knife hits one of your pieces on its edge, flipping across the board and landing neatly in his back rank. King me. I say, it's a foul to attack the board. Sure, but I wasn't, was I? I attacked your hand and you dodged, that's all. You sneaky blighter! Play continues, but with the king behind Lord Houston's lines, you clean up fairly quickly. Alright, lad, I concede. Marvelous play, what? Well done. They give you a smart salute and fades away into nothingness. Well then. Good thing I have all these buffs. Builder queue. Just a spittoon. It isn't much interest because you don't have a long-standing and extremely unhealthy relationship with spittoons. Hey there, how's it going? I'm interested in chit-chat, fella. Just billards. Step up or shut up. You pull out your cue and the ghost nods and rocks the ball. He really trusts you. You just can't seem to make the balls go where you touch it. That was the saddest show I've ever seen. Let me see that cue. Yeah, that's your problem. This thing's about as straight as a banker's handshake. What? You're gonna need to lay this back to true if you want a chance against me. Lathe, Use room. Dueling banjos, huh? This is a bassoon, and you know what they say. It makes sense how it and what? Ooh! Oh! Woman doesn't seem to be interested in other than cranking that hurdy-gurdy. You definitely discarded the crank from the hurdy-gurdy without alerting the woman's attention. But it turns out that you needn't even bother. She continues to turn the crank, blank-eyed, even with nothing attached. You grab the end of the crank and pull her very slowly to the gift shop, where you find a Victrola to plug her into. Problem solved? I'll go in here, sure. Hedge clippers. Nearly empty herbicide can. Handful of nails. Oop, sitting on the floor of this coach. A hammer. This is nice slouching. Here's something scared. Hiya. Hey, sup? Do you work here? Are you a parking attendant or something? Yeah, I guess. I validated people's parking on that. Can you? I'm on break. Oh. Well, really everyone's on break, kinda. What do you mean? Whole bunch of ghosts showed up in ghost carriages all of a sudden. Everyone either hiding or out for kidnapped. I got here in a ghost carriage. Oh man, did I die somewhere and not notice? Am I a ghost? The guy jumped forward with one finger. Ow! Nope. Okay, well, you should probably get back to work now. Yeah? Why's that? Because I'm going to rescue all the other employees, and if they come back and catch you slacking off, they'll be ticked. Ah, jeez. Okay, fine. Let me just finish the smoke before you go getting all heroic. It's a lathe. Maybe you can make that billet do less wobbly. Alrighty. Man, it's been forever since I've done pool. I suppose billiards and pool are different. I use them interchangeably, which is incorrect, but I don't really know the difference, so... yeah. Okay. Auditioning for the next Harry Potter movie? This is the ghost of an orchestra conductor. Unless he's a ghost of someone pretending to be an orchestra conductor. Either way, he's very agitated about something and is conducting Flight of the Bumblebee. Sorry to interrupt, but I can't actually hear the music. What are you conducting? It's the finale of the year 1812 Solemn Overture by Tchaikovsky. Oh, the 1812 Overture. Sure, that would have been my second guess. Or is the orchestra like double ghosts or something? What? Ah, I see. No, there's no orchestra. I merely have this piece of music irrevocably lodged in my head. It's been nagging me incessantly ever since my death. This is just a guess, but did you die during a performance of the 1812 Overture? That is correct, yes. Very astute of you. And the finale of that piece features real, actual cannons, right? Is that how you died? If it was my fate to be slain by a piece of music, cannons would have been far preferable to my utterly farcical demise. What happened? The Overture requires several cannons. It is impossible to load a single cannon quickly enough to fire as the score demands. However, the stage we were performing on could not have bore the weight. What do you do? I was not informed of the difficulty until it was far too late to make any changes. It transpired that the stage manager decided it would be sufficient to give a box of bullets to the tuba player. You were shot by a tuba? I was shot, as you say, by a tuba. Wow, no wonder you ended up as a ghost. It wasn't ridiculous so much death that troubles me, really. Accidents happen as to be any of the performing arts. A colleague of mine was decapitated by an errant cymbal during a performance of Paganini's Violin Concerto No. 1. Such are the risks we take in our art. Gosh! The problem is that the 1812 Overture's finale is a very dramatic and energetic piece. With this music constantly replaying itself in my head, I have been utterly unable to find peace. Let's think I can find a way of help. The sunflower was enchanted to not need natural light, so it's an unflower. He's all ears. I wonder what I'll write on this. The composition of this painting is bad in every way. This teddy bear has been comprehensively and enthusiastically disemboweled. Looks like there's group music is coming from. Transcribe it. Spooky lullaby sheet music. Box. Who knows what horrors it contains? A stuffed gun. Mysticality, you say? Or is it a melee thing? I could dual-wield guns. Oh! This little girl ghost is serving imaginary tea to her guests. The doll, while terrifying, is largely indifferent. The museum employee, on the other hand, is playing along with the rictus grin on his face. The little girl wears an annoyed and disapproving frown. If I recall of all the ghosts that you can fight in this one, the little girl ghost is the strongest. Hello, my name's Bear. Can I join your tea party? If you want to, guess. It's a terrible tea party. Oh, what's wrong? You aren't having any fun? All I have is dumb made-up tea. Not a proper tea party like Mama took me to. Tell me about that one. Well, we went to a real tea party. It was so pretty. There were faces with flowers in them, and everyone's all dressed up in suits and pretty dresses, and there were white shiny teacups for the tea. Real tea, not imaginary. Sounds very nice. It was so nice. Everyone was so polite and charming and elegant. Until the fight started. Oh, there was a fight? Well, two of the gentlemen there got into an argument. I don't know what it was about, but I guess one said something the other one didn't like. And he was so upset he threw his tea right in the first man's face. And then they took out guns and started shooting each other right there in his tea room. Whoa. They were still really elegant, though. They had little silver and ivory pistols, and they kept their pinkies out the whole time. Anyway, I don't remember the rest very well, except one of them missed the other and shot me by mistake. I'm so sorry. Thanks, but it's alright. Heaven's supposed to be really nice, so I guess I don't mind so much. But I didn't get to finish my tea party, so I want to have another one before I go. Except I don't have any tea. And make-believe tea isn't fun anymore. Let's see if I can find some actual tea. Oh, so I have the tea set, but I need actual tea to go. Where is it located? Tea service. So I need to find the actual. It's a dome. Oh no, just look at the little miners in my currency minecrafts and holes from instrument. What's this? It's a tiny stick of diamond stuck in a little borehole. This toy is interactive. Daniel Boone. Hello! Thor's been slacking on the janitor for a moment. Tisk tisk. You decide to take the book with you and do the assignment later. It's a plaid skirt here. It's sort of like one of those pants. So, I made a book into that. Fun Laws, Rules of Parlor Games. Yippee! Usually, what surprised me is mostly about ways bored children can stay out of their parents' hair for just 5 minutes. There's also a little title so I think it came from the Manchester Library. This is Devil's music. Oh, another poppin'. Here, this is horse one bit. Hey, Gary. No, never mind. Oh, what? So I'll ask you how goblin children work, but I think the best case scenario would be that the answer is merely incomprehensible. Very simple it is being. A goblin is popping, and then a goblin is many. Many new goblins, or like clones? What? Yeah, let's leave it there. Let's see. I can't really do anything with this gun, I think, yet, so I'll hold off. There you are. You play Q with the ghost nods. He proceeds to question something feels wrong. Q isn't connected with the bulb. The ghost shakes his head. Surely you know this, I mean. You got a chocolate Q. Chopper, Cavaliers. Mine's ghost chop, what one? This one, all done. Well, look. So how we do? 8 on the premises. Science round 3. Ready. Let's see. Can I build it? Plus match, you have to consult that geometry book. a few times just to work out all the angles. The game comes down to a fight for the 8-ball. You manage to swing it out the wind, just catches an unlucky bounce at the corner of the pocket. Well, shucks. Nice shooting, Tex. He flips your finger and salute winks and fades into nothingness. You know, we never found out about what happened. So, to the library. Where's the library? Is that on the second floor? It's on the second floor, isn't it? Good. 2 books you can put back. Fun Law. Should be close to Fun Law. Dueling Magics. Basics Gun Manor. Basics of Gun Manor. Gun Manor. Learn about all the laws pertaining to dueling. Turns out there were 2 guys that when 2 guys want to murder each other in a fair and reasonable manner, things get legally tricky. What do you call that? I'll talk to this one lady. What's your problem anyway? The quite simply the finer points over this, particularly as it pertains to guns and gun-related activity. We're starting to shit your all trousers and no breeze. We're just friends rather than fine. Obviously, don't leave me alone, so just ask your questions. A paragraph speaking for them. State your name, occupation, and cause of death. Felicity Wainwright, defense attorney, lost a court-approved trial of a conflict. But trauma combat has been outlined for 15 years. You do understand that ghosts don't visually aid with time passing, right? Oh, right. So your client called up for trauma combat, which means you and the prosecutor have to face off in a duel. Correct. And you lost? Who's going to speak? You're not trying to throw me off guard. I withdraw the question. Why are you stuck as a ghost? Because although trauma combat was already well on fashion at the time, it was still a valid legal use. I should have been prepared for the possibility, but I wasn't. My lack of training resulted in an innocent man being executed for murder. Oof, was how was he executed? Hanging, I assume. Obviously, I wasn't around to see it. So to release you, I need to prove that the loss wasn't your fault. The trial duel was completely fair and above board. There is no chance of there being foul play in the prosecutor's part. My loss was my own. Then I'd have to prove your client was actually guilty and therefore the feeling responsibility in this place. She looks at you and gives you a hearted look. Look, you think you knew a thing or two about the law? How about you tell me the first rule of being a defense attorney? Don't make fun of the judge's beard. Don't tell us what we put, huh? Don't accidentally call him wrong. Trust in believing your client. If you don't believe in your client's innocence, you'll never convince anyone else he is evil. Ah, so many references to Phoenix Wright. So if we were to convince you he's guilty, you have an uphill fight, Ella. You are essentially playing prosecutor here. Tell you off case. First, Matthew Guilty McCready accused the murder of Victor Vic Tomsbury at noon on June 1878 in Reno. Ask questions. Go ahead. His client's actually named Guilty. Here's the only thing. I once had a client named Ike Ildegat, right? And he's totally innocent. Someone's actual legal name, sure, but nicknames are usually given on a sort of basis. If you ever met a tall guy named Tiny or a fat guy named Slim, arguably the one guilty could reinforce my client's innocence. It's totally absurd, but I'll let it rest for him. It's the consequence. Tisbury was shot through the heart with a .45 caliber revolver. So did McCready own such a gun? Yes, he was holding it at the time, but subsequent examination showed that it had been recently fired. Are you messing with me? Any further questions? This is a noon precisely. Yes, that was confirmed by witnesses. Also, the beauty owned a fancy clock watch that chimed on the hours. There were witnesses? About a half dozen of them. I'm pretty sure there was something you want to tell them. I'm not obligated to play my hands face up, Mr. Brusky. Okay, then. Hang on a second. Shot with a pistol in front of witnesses at exactly noon? This is a duel. So you can add 2 plus 2 after. Well done. Plus, look what happened. I've just recently read a whole book about duel law. What? Why? No reason. Just happened to cross up the line and decided my base. Read an entire code of law you found at random just for the heck of it? Yep. Let me just do a quick review. A duel is legal. Is legal provided it's between exactly 2 people, specific prearranged time and place, using the same or at least essentially similar weapons. They have to either face each other down and quick draw at the appointed moment, or do the 10-pace turn and fire routine. Is that right? That's the gist of it, yes. So I guess let's start with you telling me the facts of the case, and I'll interrupt you rudely if I have any questions. Alright, but if you push me on trivial ones, I'll get mad and you'll have to start over. Seems fair, go ahead. Currently in Tisbury, found the argument saloon. Even in June 17th, Victor and Kirby creating a poker. Buckner and Yelp were taken outside, but since it was dark out, they agreed to meet for a duel the next day. The 18th, you said. Yes, June 18th, 1878. Go on. The next day they both showed up short. They squared off about 30 feet from each other. When noon struck, Pretty fired fast enough that Tisbury didn't get his shot off, on account of having his head shot off. It's pretty much a long agreement. Going out to speed, go ahead. He fired at exactly the yes, as soon as the trick bell started ringing. Also mentioned the Pretty's pocket watch. Yes, he had a fancy pocket watch that chimed on the hour. Is that any purpose or reason? Maybe it will be. Said there were witnesses. About half a dozen of them watching from across the street, even through half-open shutters. Were they interviewed? Yes, and their stories lined up what I just told you. People knew that. She was a different. Wait, it's very long. Objection! And if you could have succeeded on the Mercedes back. I think that's exactly what happened. 2 shots considered the more accurate weapon with the rifle. And then there'd be 2 gunshots instead of just 1. They shot him with a poisoned bloater. Okay. Well, let's just get it. Ah. Do some other things first. So, here, no, that's a cellar. What's his face is over here. Skirt. Look, I understand that generalization of the clothing maybe shouldn't be a thing, but I'm kind of old-fashioned. Say skirt, I mean kilt. What's a kilt? It's a special kind of foreign legless pants. For men. Let's try some of this kilt. Hey, that's really nice. It's a lot. It's pant on the zombie, it's put together. Okay. It goes down. Six ghosts left. Okay. second floor, please. This room, nothing. This room. Go down. Oh, not kind. Very kind. She takes the glass eye from you and puts it in, whereupon it falls through her hand on the floor. She tosses it, she picks it up. Oh dear, it's a little too physical. Yeah, I wasn't certain if this would work. Don't worry, this is easily fixed. Do you have a hammer at the Bible? A hammer? Yes. Let it as a thing. She takes the hammer, places the glass eye on the desk, and smashes a precise crack. Ah, perfect. She gives back the hammer and plucks the ghost of the glass eye from the shattered fragments. After blowing the dust off it, she tucks it into her rack socket. That fits much better. Doesn't work. Well, now that you mention it, no, I can't actually see with it. It is the ghost of a glass eye. Oh dear, this won't do at all. What a shame. You know, I don't really understand why your eye is still missing. Maybe, well, I always assumed when someone loses an arm or something, it just sticks around as a ghost arm. That's why people said you feel it itchy sometimes. Because you've still got the arm there, but it's a ghost. It's even called phantom limb syndrome. So logically, the rest of you becomes ghosts that have a credit. But then, where do I go? Maybe that push back inside your head. The ghost thinks about this for a second, but shakes her head. Well, that seems. Wait. I do feel something. I do think I felt something ghost then. She shakes her head again. Goodness gracious. Keep going. It's like one of those puzzles where you gotta try to get the marble in the hole. She bends her head forward and continues shaking it. You can almost hear a faint rattling sound and then a plop. She straightens back up, blinking with two eyes. You did it! Well, I'll be. Thank you so much, dear. I never would have thought of that. No problem. Have a nice time in heaven or whatever. or wherever. Ghost gives you a friendly wave and fades out of sight. Yay! I'll come back. What? One of the museum employees is sitting here reading magazines. You can see. Congratulations! I'm free. You're free. Huh? Free from what? Well, when you lost your room, look nothing to do except read that magazine. Ah, so you were having an excellent excuse for not doing my graphic job. Well, you freed me from the burden of relaxing in here instead of cleaning trash cans and cleaning toilets. Great. Look, you're a real hero. I can just lock the door again. No, it's too late now. I'm free. Free as the wind blows. Free as my job blows. Thank you. You're welcome. He leaves, taking the chair with him. Well, I mean, starve eventually. Oops. Monster? Ready. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so it doesn't really look like that big, but I don't really. Same as. Yeah, smoking cigar. This would work. What's it supposed to be? Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Not this time. You use some explosives. Found a really small firecracker. It's big enough to blow up the cigar without blowing up someone's face. Also without the, violet red projectile. What a genius! Please let me see in action so I can find the rest. Yeah, but... What? So... The silencer. Alrighty. Remains of a cold delivery man. Gun Manor. Oh, there's the thing there. Jumbo shrimp fork. Now I just need boiling water. Wheat bush. Fresco poppy. Chocolate plant. I'll fight it. Even more mysticality. And then... fire. Magic infused leaf. Oh, that's how I get it normally. But I'm a bin singer, so it wasn't necessary. Ooh. North, north, right, north, left, north. More. Oh, I guess with it must follow during higher. Except maybe that holly bush you fell into when you were 8 or 3. I read that wrong. It's funny as I read it right the first time. Silly, all of you. I can do this. Oh, thanks. You'd think a gal could sit and eat lunch in a weird hedge maze without getting accosted by monsters. What's the world coming to? You said it. Is it safe to go? Should head back to work. What do we do here? I'm for the visitors center. I run the token smashing machine. We sell these little brass tokens stamped with the museum logo. You either use them in the wishing well or run them through a machine that rolls them out flat and stamps the museum logo onto them. That's my job. Stamps the museum logo onto them again? Yeah, but they're longer after that. Huh. I should get the token, see if I can use anything with it. Oops. The silent machine says, "Do you know I had Gun Manor souvenir tokens? Make your wishes come true just for the meet. Negotiate a better deal." In a staggering display of business acumen, you convince the machine to give you a discount. Sure. I love everything. It's so sad. What picture do you want? A magical rifle. Great, it has little sparklies around it. And, oh, that's how you know it's magical. It probably also shoots beams. But that isn't in the picture. He takes your token, puts it in the machine, and happily turns the crank. Makes a loud, grinding noise, and your token drops out of slot, somewhat longer and thinner. See, this goes into my offhand. Let's see, is this... No, that's my lapel. Offhand 13. Man, this is way better. My magic. It is going through the roof. Astounding. This house is longer than it looks like it should be. Well, well, well. Tea service with tea. Okay, so I can get the little girl, her tea party. And then I just have the annoying ones to deal with. So I'll probably need to look up. Actually, I think there's like 4 left. So is there another one I'm missing? There's 4. Oh, Mrs. Gunn, of course. Kind of spoiled the ending there. Oh. See, there was an issue with Discord at some point. Hold on. Well, I reloaded. Must have had an internet issue. It is about that time. Ooh, it's so soft. I got some donut, or not donut, some cookie dough bite things from the gas station. They're really soft and not really well together this time. I believe I need 3rd floor. Use the floor? Yeah. Did you find some real tea? I sure did. Here you go. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you. She serves the tea, and the four of you, well, not at all, sip it with pinkies extended in a genteel fashion. Then, with a giggle and a wave, she fades away. Rest in peace, kiddo. Oh, thank God. I thought that would never be over. Look at me. I'm shaking like a leaf. Kind of a freaky situation, right? Having to deal with little kids freaks me out bad enough, but having to deal with interact with ghosts of one was horrifying. Anyway, thanks for the rescue. I need to get back to work. What do we do here? We're on the candy counter in the British Visitor Center. Terrifying doll. Okay. So now, I just need to find the 5-ball. Start every fight on fire? Certainly interesting, but I mean, super decent. Second floor, I guess. I have a question. Since with time, yes, I knew. Figures. Why is it always hiding? Tradition, I suppose. Since the sun is at the highest in the sky, everything is brightly lit and there aren't many shadows. It's good for good night. They're bad at the drink without budgeting. Well, it's like getting too secular. Well, these guys were gunfighters. And I counted a specific part that I didn't. Fighting on guns just outside the room. Or weapons. So they considered waste their time and talents. You're asking a fancy French chef to make me a grilled cheese sandwich. What could you say? Didn't the first time that I hold on. The load was a paper cup instead of packing like under the paint. Modern cartoons all the same. All women. The antique production of movies was considered one of the most reliable public sectors and territories. Real instructions against different weapons as a rule. It's about pistols versus rifles, with a proverbial knife in it at the time. One more recent level, a deeper trying to argue along its professional turn. I Kills children for services? What? They look like shit. I've been thinking of guns really quiet. Oh, how marvelous fun. Recipes gun progress is safe. After the noise of gunfire. So the atmosphere of quiet is really weak. That true of joy there, Tran Westman. Legend is a reference. He isn't famous yet. Okay. So this puzzle. This darn puzzle. I'm solving it now. Bang. Hey there. One puzzle that always takes a minute. So I was actually close. Didn't find the right spot to question and interject. Not home. Okay, so add question. Next. Exactly what? As soon as the church master. That's what she said. Got a point to me? Stop. Time to think. Objection! Yeah, you're refracting the gun. Long time. Here's my friend exactly knew. The church master. Your witnesses, that's right, fired at clock noon. The drill was set to high noon. They are the same fate. High noon is just when the sun set the highest point in the sky. Depending on geography, the time of year. Hours different from clock noon. A creepy fired earlier that makes the duel illegal. So you say to that, gossip. The facility gives you a smile. That hand you prosecuted murder. You got better at this than I was giving you credit for. It's a good thought you had there. Just one problem with it. What's that? I already thought of that. Take that! There's a small book that you could barely manage to catch. 1878 nautical moment. It's this. I did my homework when I was prepared for trial. My legal homework, since at the time I was expecting to do an actual trial, not a gunfight. There's a nautical almanac for the year 1878. Bookmarks if you'd like to do the math yourself, but solar moon, aka high noon, for June 18th, making an adjustment for Luna's longitude. What do you think we get? Oh, you're kidding me. That's right, Mr. Prosecutor. 12 o'clock p.m. Precisely. No! Well, damn. That's right, though. I mean, it's not sincere. It's all my hand. I can't think of any other way to disprove McQueen's innocence. As far as I can see, it's a fair duel. Yes, and that's with me with the guilt of an innocent man's death on my hands. Innocent man's death. I'm sure I'm good at repeating the things people say. What if he didn't die? Say what now? Well, you didn't actually see the execution, right? Well, I was indisposed, you could say, being dead and all. So you don't actually know whether it happened. But come on, I appreciate that pretty barking at the moon. The rest, go ahead. What can you tell me about me? He was a gunfighter through and through. By that I mean he was a adrenaline addict. Dueling was his needle choice. If you told me you had evidence that he cheated at poker with the specific intent of paying people to challenge him with rules, I wouldn't at least be so surprised. He was a slider. Expected softness in his eyes. Made him sound like a real devil. It's not fair. He was smart and charming and could have been a good man if he chose an entirely different life for himself. Anything else? I never really good head for numbers. He told me that he never forgot a date, every man he's ever killed. He remembered to pour a beer on their grave on their birthday. Well, that's nice. A nice birthday present would have been not having killed them in the first place, of course. Yep. Another question. Oh, right after the duel, maybe? No. I don't know what Reno's like now, but I didn't have a proper courthouse then. And you can't try a murder charge to a sheriff's front parlor. You're sat in jail for weeks, then they transferred him to Frisco. What with one thing and another, the trial didn't start until July 25th. He sued for a right and speedy trial. Wheels grind slow. I have another question. Invoke trial. Assuming he's innocent, why would he even invoke trial comment? This case is pretty straightforward. Rule only worse than odds. It's my surprise, I tell you. Looking at the figures, his damn sense of gunfire priors. That wasn't the only form of justice he was willing to witness. What was next week? Well, we held the trial comment on the 26th, and there was Friday. We don't execute prisoners on the weekend. Presumably, he would have been on Monday the 29th. Morning? Sitting with the others and letting the crowd go, they usually have it in the afternoon, around 3. Ready? In June. First. Ooh. Actually, oh. So she used this book. Why did she use this book before? I suppose it's an almanac, so it gets read. So that's fine. I thought it was my brain was using it with newspapers. How did she have it in some of the events? So wait a minute, according to this, there's a total eclipse of the sun that day. Centered right over the Western Territories in its totality, 47. It's a hell of a thing. Now, tell this lady woman. recognized in your album. Get this. There was a total eclipse of the sun that day. What? Now you're just messing with me. No, look for yourself. Totality at 2:47 p.m. right over the Western Territories. That's quite a thing. Let's see how that affects. Wait, unless you're suggesting, right, it's the perfect opportunity for McCready to escape. It's absurd. You sound like a fox. You just said yourself that McCready was really good at remembering dates. He could have read about eclipse at any time and stored that knowledge away for future use. Not to give himself an advantage in a duel or something. Alright, that's reasonable as far as it goes, but you couldn't afford the eclipse to escape on, so you didn't have any say with the work schedule. You said, one thing or another, Friday didn't start until July 25th. But he could have caused any number of those delays himself by faking illness, prison, or messing right on the Frisco. Anything. It also explains the trial by combat. You mean there ended up being too much delay, so if a regular trial went on too long and he was found guilty, he'd have missed the eclipse. Exactly. Whereas if he called for trial by combat, everything would be resolved one way or another in only one more day. Maybe you'd win and that'd be fine, but if you lost, he could use his escape plan. I have to admit, this is pretty compelling, but it's all maybes and what-ifs. Yeah, maybe it happened, but maybe McCready was rescued by leprechauns. Oh man, are there leprechauns in Frisco? You need some kind of part of it for this anymore, just a fun story, is what I mean. How can I find evidence of McCready's escape? Well, we don't know that an escape even happened, true. Something that would have been in the news for certain. Newspaper, which I would normally get from the lady over here, but she's gone. You find a few bundles of orders at the bottom of one shelf. The Frisco Newsinator. You start at the bottom and stack through the flips until you find the paper with the week of July 28th to August 3rd, 1878. The main feature has to do with an eclipse and various accidents and spectacles that occurred because most people weren't expecting it. The editor apologized for burying the announcement in the previous week's weather forecast. Most notably, all three men scheduled to be hanged on the 29th escaped into confusion, and only 2 of them were recaptured. Unfortunately, their names aren't given. You don't find anything else relevant to the case. However, as you're putting the papers back in the order of the shelf, a headline for a more recent issue catches your eye. Husband and famous inventor missing. The article is light on information. Apparently, Mrs. Gunn's husband, Dan, vanished on the road while traveling to Dirtwater on business about 6 years ago. Law enforcement suspects bandits, but no evidence was found. On a newspaper. The man scheduled to be executed the night the eclipse escaped, and one of them was never caught. Which one? Well, didn't say, did it? Nope. And executed criminals aren't given gravestones with their names on them, so you can't go looking around Frisco Cemetery to find out. Listen, I really appreciate what you're trying to do, but at this point, you would have to actually find McCready himself to prove he wasn't executed due to my failure. Well, then that's what I'll do. Coach. I know I have to do something here. Hold on. Let's see. Post office guy. I find out getting anyone Creed. It's possible he might have passed through here about 17 years ago. Passed through? We don't stand passports here. Yeah, If he stayed a while, I might have a forwarded address. Alright, that books. You could use a dust in a way. She pulls a big ledger out of her desk and blows a huge cloud of dust in the air and starts leading through them. 17 years, round 78. Aaron, Mason, Murphy. Pretty. Got a Matt McCready? That the one? That's him. No foreign address, but you could ask at his old place, just out of the northwest of here. Let me see your map. Yeah, it looks like you already got it here. Desert House. That's the one. Ah, this place. There it is. Stuck to his guns. Woo! You dig until your shovel hits a wooden coffin and all the lid will open. The skeleton blinks at you, or, well, it doesn't, but anyway. Howdy? Howdy, are you Guilty McCready? Well, now, I ain't heard that nickname in... what year is it? 1895. 17 years! No, I tell you a lie, but that one... oh, but there was that one time 8 years ago. The same McCready that escaped the gallows during the eclipse? Well now, since the statute of limitations expired, I might as well fess up. Yep, that was me. Real sweet plan, too. Apart from the one little hitch, it went off smooth silk. Even wanted a little misdirection to leave the law to them other two fellows instead of me. Serve 'em right, too. They was real murderers, not like me. I never killed a man except in a fair fight. Except for that one little hitch you mentioned. You miscalculated how long to delay the trial. So in order to not miss the eclipse, you called for a trial by combat. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the truth of it. You're blaming me for Mrs. Wainwright's death, I suppose. Why didn't you just trust her? She could have got you declared innocent. She had a real good head on her shoulder, sure. But so did that prosecutor fella. I didn't rate the odds better than 50-50. Not good enough. Anyway, the trial by combat was part of her job. She should have been ready. That stinks. She trusted you. She's a ghost now because she feels guilty about losing that trial. I spent ages trying to convince her you weren't innocent, and she backed you up every step of the way despite the fact that you got her killed. And you don't even care. Hell, bite your tongue, Sonny. You don't know me. Don't care. I did what I felt I had to do to stay alive. I felt damn guilty about what happened to Miss Wainwright. But I ain't taking all the blame for it, no sir. You tell yourself if you had been better prepared, just like you told me that day, apologizing with her last breath. I gave up gunfighting for her. Gave up the only thing I lived for. That's how bad I felt about it. You gave up gunfighting? Weren't easy, but I did. Bought this house, bought this land, raised some chickens, and had a little vegetable garden. Place has gone to hell since I died. That's a shame. Anyway, I never fired my pistol again. Not even at a damn fence post. That's not what it says on the grave. Oh, read again. That's the fellow who killed me having a little ironic joke, I reckon. Someone killed you? You're only the second person to drag me down. First one was 9 years after the trial. Vic Timsbury's brother, hunting for revenge. What happened? He challenged me to a duel. I told him I ain't doing that no more. He asked me again if I said no, he'd... And he hollered at me and took my pistol out of the closet and threw it at my feet, so he could see how the cylinder was all rusted shut. Oh, so I took the rest thing up so you could see it. He cocked his gun and asked me one last time. I said no, and last thing I remember was the bang. Try him right there. Jeez. Kinda had to bury me, though. Guess you weren't all bad. Do you want to see Felicity again? I think if you're a ghost. Nah, I reckon. I'll just go back to sleep. And write a dead fellow walking around. Just tell her sorry for me, alright? Here, you can give her my pocket watch. She'll recognize it. Alright, bye, McCready. So long, fellow. You close the coffin and fill the hole back in. So, since he was a ghost, or a skelly, does that mean that he's stuck to the mortal plane too, or did I somehow summon him back just long enough to have a conversation with him? Well, why does it park in front of the house? I suppose because it's a fancy place, it doesn't want to do that. Bleh. Whoop, I went to the wrong place. Anyway, yes, who is it? Miss Gunn, I'm Bear Gardener. Ghost extermination people? Yes, ma'am. Lawrence Cunningham. Cunningham Ghost Analysis. Bears message. I mean, what? Who's the country licensed ghost hunter here? Me or you? Okay, fine. Even though you haven't done a single thing, I guess. Have you been able to exterminate all the ghosts? I still feel haunted. 2 to the left, according to my scanner. We'll still work on it, ma'am. Don't you worry. Count on us. Alright, please let me know when you're finished. Second floor. Right? Yes. This vault's way over here. Are you ready for this? What now? I found McCready's grave. He wasn't executed. You 100% certain it's him? Not some other man named McCready? It was him. Here, he gave me this watch to give to you. She turns the watch around in her hands for a while, just looking at it without saying anything. Then she slowly winds it and listens as it chimes the hour. Yes, this is his watch, alright. Thank you. Wait, you said he gave it to you? He's alive? Not exactly. He's a skeleton. We talked for a while, and then he asked me to bury him again so he could go back to sleep. What did he say? He confirms our guesses. He knew about the eclipse in advance and stalled the trial for his escape plan, but stalled it too long and decided to hedge his bet by calling the trial by combat. I see. He gave up gunfighting. He what? He bought a little house and raised chickens. Never fired his pistol again. In fact, he left it to rust. 9 years later, Timsbury's brother caught up to him and challenged him to a revenge match. McCready refused repeatedly, so the guy shot him. He said to tell you he was sorry. She looks at you silently for a moment, then looks at the watch. She winds the hand back a minute and listens to it chime again. She shies and shakes her head, then smiles at you. Thank you, Bear. You'd made a fine damn turn. She shakes your hand and fades from view as she does so, leaving an attorney badge in her hand. Rest in peace, Counselor. Alright, up the attorney badge. Hey, Paul, how's it going? Shh! Is Ghost still there? No, I took care of him. Oh, thank God. I've got to wash this flower off and get back to work first. He started frantically scratching everybody's body. Man, it feels like I've been saving up these inches for days. I was about to go crazy. Thanks, Bear. You're a lifesaver. No problemo. What is this center? I'll kill with a souvenir photograph. Hold on. There was one last random thing that I didn't know about. Let's see. What was it? So there's the whole hedge maze thing that I can do. That. Oh, so I can get a random weapon for searching things in that dictionary? That's weird. Well, let's do that. Already? Fear and quality, like this definition. Only 5 more to solve. Interesting. didn't even figure this out. What did they relate to? Says others in the notion. Birds are really great. Good. Venue for exchange of ideas. This is supposed to be a cipher. I don't understand this. It uses different qualities in order to type as a cipher in this sentence. Okay. Bay. Tabling twig app for aging vanities. Where? 3 words that brought you here and 3 for pictures before. You actually solved all of them, save one. Doesn't make any sense. None of this makes sense. Glad someone else figured out this nonsense. So long for someone to turn to this page that the natural geological process within the book have caused the pages to compress into a dense and fairly sharp material. You chip out the piece and fashion it into a makeshift knife. The carver. Whoa. It's like 2 abstract things. Okay. I don't know if I'll do the edge maze things tonight. I do kind of want to get to the next game. Let's see. Entrance, though. 1017. 1017 plus 1 AP. Carver. Same damage too. Okay. Now, bingo. To the 3rd floor. Oh, this is Spirit Florence, man. Ghost Hunters. Florence in there. Whatever. I do feel significant topic. Did you agree for this? We sure did, man. Actually, my scanner says I'm still one. Shh. Yes, ma'am. All the ghosts are accounted for. Well, that's splendid. Come right in. Knew she was so long. I have my submissions. You used to be more in tune with all this narrative stuff than I am. Yeah, you get used to it. Plus, I've been here before. Mary's not understanding this. Why is Lady a see-through being? Why are all these humans seeing through it? Well, they're ghosts. Sometimes if someone dies in a violent way, or with really important stuff unfinished, they come back as a ghost. What? Crazy. I guess goblins don't have that? No, so confusing that would be. So many of Gary everywhere. Madness. I really don't understand you guys. A long, hard look in the mirror of the things you've done. A lot of the things are pretty cool. Hello, Miss Scott. Hello, Bear, was it? You keep forgetting all those guys. Yeah, about that. Turns out there's one left. Oh dear, well, I need to take care of it before I pay you. Miss Scott, I've got some bad news for you. Oh, what is it? It's you. You're a ghost man. Well, I'll be. When did that happen? My condolences. Thank you, we're very kind. You know, this does explain some things. Like what? Well, I haven't had any appetite for months. Nearly a year, in fact. They keep sending food up in the kitchen in the dumbwaiter. And I've just been dropping out the window and sitting into the empty place back so the shift won't have her feelings hurt. Does all affect her well, translucent? Yes, I thought it was just cat ears. Miss Gunn, this prompts a question. What is it? Why are you a ghost? Well, I'm sure I don't know. You're the expert. Perhaps you can tell me. Actually, it's me. I'm the expert. Do you have some kind of unfinished business? Something that's tying you to this? Well, now that you mention it, yes, I suppose I do. Do you want to tell her about it? My entire family disappeared a few years ago. My husband and 3 daughters. Oh, jeez. I saw the rooms, but I didn't know that they were actually missing. I guess they were just out of town or something. The show suspected they'd been kidnapped and ransomed, but no one ever made any demands. They just vanished. I never found out what happened. I always thought they were taken away by ghosts. Why do you think that? I always felt guilty about having to go and killed by my invention. Belt buckle? The gun. Oh, right. I used to worry about the ghosts would come back to haunt me. When I built this house, I had an electrical anti-ghost field installed on the walls of this room, so they couldn't get in. Wait, awesome! Doesn't affect you? I'm sure it would if I didn't walk through the wall, but it never occurred to me to try. Aha! After dating the girls disappeared, I became so sure the ghosts had gotten them. I locked myself in here, protecting the rest of the house, donating the rest of the house to the Historical Society, so there'd be something to look after these. I'm not really silly about that thing. Silly, I mean, ghosts do exist, obviously. Well, yes, but now that I'm a ghost myself, I can sense the presence of other ghosts. They only just arrived at this house yesterday and the day before. That was what I called exterminating. You know, I didn't even question how I knew they were here. But I don't think there have been any ghosts here before then. Why did they all show up yesterday? I couldn't say. They all seemed very angry and confused. But since they couldn't get in here, they gave up and just started wandering around the house. They gave up quite easily, actually. Maybe because you want to be a ghost yourself. Well, Miss Gunn, what are you going to do with you? What are we going to do with you? What do you mean? You did contract before, but 13 Ghost Man. You're the 13th. Oh, yes. Obviously, I should renegotiate the number with you, but perhaps you should go ahead and exercise me or whatever you do. I'm trying to find a peaceful solution. Peaceful solution? What do you mean? Well, we can also release you from your ghostitude by solving the problem that's keeping you. In your case, I guess that means finding out what happened to your family. Oh, I'd be very grateful if you could. I assume you're dead, but to be honest, I think I've gotten used to the fact. I surely would like to know what actually happened. Alright, see what I can do. Wait, in case of anything. I may have to do that. On this room. Is it music room? No, it's Mr. Gunn's room, wasn't it? Way over here. This dresser's not dressed as a ghost. You. I'm Brad Garner, but since I'm not the guy who's apparently hiding out in Gunn's attic, I feel like you ought to be the one to answer that question. Well, that's just freaks like, I'm shut boy. Damn it. I don't supposed to have heard that name before. Yeah, I'm sure this Gunn's invention would have been nothing without mine. Let me guess, you invented the bullet? Ooh, that's for sure you want to say bell buckle again. Oh shoot, now I want to change my guess. You're right, bullet, but I was her assistant, so did I get the credit? Hell no. Now I can get special with this. Let's see. Sounds like we got an extra. Not much longer. Sounds like we've got found the bad guy. Alright, Jet, go ahead and tell us the details of your hole in the first place. I don't care about your tone. Why should I tell you anything? Well, we could just set you on fire with I could just set you on fire with my mind. But I prefer words to incoherent screaming. It's too late for you to stop me anyway, so I suppose it won't hurt telling. Certainly not as much as not telling would. Mrs. Gunn has control of the company independent. Pass it to me. I'm no murderer, mind you. I just keep my hands clean. I figured there might be some other people who spoke this kind of a manner of death. You saw those ghosts? That's right. All took some basic seance equipment, wired to the house's belfry for amplification, snap from mechanical genius like me. But Sanskar summons ghosts related to the summoner. That's the whole point of a medium. A person who knows how to turn off the summoning on someone else's behalf. So you get to talk to your own grandma instead of the summoners. You don't seem like the medium type to me. You're only small, but that does explain something I've been wondering about. Oh? It didn't make any sense for all the ghosts here to be haunting this gun, because some of them weren't killed by guns. They all were killed by bullets. Naturally, I anticipated there'd be a couple of those. That's why I rated this room as an anti-ghost film. So I can still ghosts, so the ghost really but sits me up here. So your plan was to summon a bunch of anti-ghosts who would initially be looking for you, but would haunt this gun instead when they couldn't find you. Right, once I haunt you, the gun industries would all be mine. I'll hate to be bearing good news, but Miss Gunn is dead. On the bright side, she's been dead for a year, so you pretty much wasted your time. What? Really? Ha ha ha! Rich and agitated me out afterwards on the ghost spotting me. Yeah, those ghosts are gone too, so you're pretty much in the clear. Wonderful, and the ghost feels pretty effective, though it's starting to make the back part of my brain itch. You first switch on the electrical device, you suddenly become aware of the absence of this regular low frequency hum right at the edge of hearing. There's something else I would ask you about. Ask away. What happened to Miss Gunn's family? That was them. They've been out of the picture for years. I heard a rumor they got killed in the Soratos and buried in a shallow grave on the backside of nowhere. Well, of course, I wouldn't actually know anything about that. What reasons I couldn't have inherited without him around, or the others. You son of a... Well, actually feels so fine. I'm not a monster. Pretty sure you're a monster. There's a weird little island king somewhere on the other side of the... Apparently it's stuck in some kind of bizarre temporal field that keeps nearly anyone from entering or leaving. You can't even find a place if you don't know how. Fortunately, I know a guy who knows how. So I gave the girls 3 free tickets to Sleepaway Camp. Wasn't that nice of me? You're an absolute bastard. Oh, that hurts my feelings. Fortunately, I'm about to have a whole lot of money to console myself with. Why, you... Well, a second, would you talk to this gun first, before you tear this accident hole? Well, I thought she said she was dead. Depending on what she says, you might be too. Thanks, then. Yeah, I have good news and bad news. Go on, I'm ready. Shet Bullet had your husband killed and your daughter's kidnapped, so he'd be the sole inheritor of your company when you die. He's also the reason all the ghosts were here. Son of a... I should have suspected something when he suddenly started being so ingratiating back then. When he wrote off Desperados on his expense account. I'd write him out of my will, but I suppose it's too late. That's rather galling. What's the good news? He says your daughters are safe. They're just magical islands somewhere that nobody can get to? That's not exactly comforting, but at this point I'll take it. Certainly, if he wanted to kill them, he'd have done just so. Wait, you spoke to him personally? Yeah. He didn't know all that you were already dead, so he's been hiding in your attic for the last couple days, waiting for the ghost to kill you. What do you want me to do with him? Leave that up to you. I'm not in a state to make any reasoned judgment. In any case, you've answered my question, and I can feel myself moving on already. Thank you for all your help. It's a sad way Miss Gunn fates of you. Then, almost as an afterthought, The walk to her desk drawer pops open. Inside, you find a check written out to Ghost Content Annihilation Service, which flows next to cha-ching, and a blueprint. Skull's blueprint. Probably. Those are really big bells hanging there. This has the biggest bells of them all. Silence. Have some silence. What a man of terribleness be. You allowing him away with getting with it? Getting it with? Away getting it up. No, some kind of justice is definitely called for. Maybe I could always tell him about doings of him. Maybe it's so angry being, I bet. Good idea, Gary. Good idea. Bells. What? See what that means? Set it to boo. The eerie sound of bells fades away. Ethereal outlines begin to appear around you and resolve, one at a time, into familiar spirits. Monsieur Laudes, the lady who was running the Boon Breakfast, the librarian. You know, you really don't get very many of their names. Maybe you should have been better about introducing yourself to people. Anyway, you're still surrounded by a small crowd of ghosts, with Miss Gunn being last drive. This is better than my house bear. What happened? Yeah, nice to see you again, but what's up, counselor? I suppose you're all wondering why I summoned you here today. I did just ask that, yes. Well, I've come in some information I think you all might be interested in. This won't take long, will it? I need to get back to the afterlife. Let's hurry. I've got an all-you-can-eat buffet with every kind of meat in nugget form. Oh my gosh. You unholster your pistol and slowly put it against your temple. Can't get in that way, you dummy. Rats. You put the gun away again. Anyway, let me explain. Felicity, how did you feel when you got here originally? Well, I remember being very angry. I wanted revenge for my death. The feeling went away pretty quickly, and I couldn't remember why I felt like that. I'm not the vengeful type. It doesn't even really make sense in your case. Yes, exactly. I never bore any will towards the prosecutor that shot me. Was it basically the same for the rest of you? Just like that, yes. Myself as well. Me too. Thought so. Well, here's the deal. You were all summoned for the explicit purpose of taking revenge on Miss Gunn here. Attendez, I was not killed by Le Gun. I wasn't either. Yes, some of you weren't. The summoning happened based on your connection to the summoner itself. Chet Bullet, the inventor of the bullet. But he was hiding with anti-ghost technology and assumed that enough of your deaths would be gun-related that you'd turn your attention on Miss Gunn instead. Well, that's just a dirty pool. And I should know, considering I got shot for playing dirty pool. Hey, at least we know now. The thing is, he didn't know that Miss Gunn was already a ghost, so with nobody taking revenge on, you all just reverted to your regular state of mind. Huh. Well, I appreciate the info, but was it really necessary to call us all back just to tell us that? What I really want to tell you is that Chet Bullis has turned off his anti-ghost field. He's over there, at the other end of this attic. Now, I'm not going to make any noise about how he's ultimately responsible for all your deaths, because that would be both crazy and also belittle the actual circumstance of your death. But Chet Bullis murdered Miss Gunn's husband, kidnapped her daughters, and attempted to use you all to kill Miss Gunn herself. So if you're all interested in a little frontier justice, 13 is a pretty good number for our purpose. The ghosts all turn to look at each other, and their eyes begin to glow red. The hunter is the first to leave the circle, closely followed by the poacher. Soon they've all left except Felicity, Wainwright, and Miss Gunn. Miss Gunn looks hesitant for a moment, then seems to make up her mind. She gives you a stern nod, then follows other. You turn away and soon hear a man screaming. The sound quickly decreases in volume as though he were being pulled a great distance away, and then is gone entirely. I figured you wouldn't be into it, Felicity. Yeah, despite everything, I still believe in the rule of law. Didn't see you try to stop them, though. Nope, you certainly didn't. Well, I won't keep you here any longer. Happy trails, Counselor. You too, Counselor. Badge looks good on you. She fades away with a wink. All's well that ends well. You brought some true reckoning in Gun Manor. Congratulations on getting the best ending. I did it. We just went back to Scorchmonk on the floor where Chet was standing. Oh, I've never seen ghosts do that to anyone. I ain't even real sure what they did. Maybe we should start trying to disclose anything, eh? Maybe I should shoot him even faster. Jeez, Florence, come on. Nah, I'm just joking. You've done a real good job here. It's been an eye-opener. Glad to hear it. Ha! That is taking care of terrible human. What is around coming is also around going. Yeah, the world could use a bit more of that. First floor, please. Did I? Okay. It didn't give me the pop-up. I was wondering if it gave me the thing finally for peacefully solving all the ghost issues, but yeah, it finally did. Make Miss Gun's opus. Follow direction on Miss Gun's blueprint and construct her final gift to the world. This is the best gun Miss Gun never got a chance to make. You vowed to commit so much violence in her name. My gun is actually better. But it's a nice, well-rounded gun. So, I think that rounds out this game rather nicely. So, yeah, I think that's the... No, pardon, hold on. I had to take a drink real quick right there and... Ugh. Almost choked myself. But I think that will be all for this game. I've heard that they're not planning on actually releasing any more DLC for this game, unfortunately. But if they do, I will certainly play it. And who knows, maybe far in the future I'll play this game again, maybe with a different partner. Though I adore Gary so much. It's still live for fruit, technically. Yeah. I still have a little bit of energy left for tonight, so I shall close out this game and start up another game.